Good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We are on day 2 of the Turkey Diaries. Good morning. Good morning. Before we get started, this is the paper book I used yesterday. And I'm going to try to use a lot of it. Although, it's double-sided, which is fine. But, oh, wow. My doggie's not in here. My doggie's bad doggy. Anyhow, it's double-sided. It's nice. I did get it years ago. Trying to see if there's a date. 2019. Well, not that long ago. Pre-COVID. But I think I got it at Barnes & Noble maybe. But I found it on Amazon for $44. I know I did not pay that. Now, it does say on here US 29. But it doesn't seem like I paid that either. Because that's really above my pay grade. But I mean, it does have beautiful paper, and but it's thin. It's not cardstock quality, but that's okay. It lends itself. Ignore the husband talking to the dog. And I did do some more research on these. I bought mine off of the Scout Guide website. And I did find out they have one in Greenville and they have one in Charleston. But I remember Shannon Green doing something with this. She looked into it. It's a huge investment to start one of these in your community. Plus you have to be approved and blah, 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 blah. But it is super nice paper and all of that. And they're free if you can find them. But I paid $10. So I'm pretty sure I got this one for $10 and I just ordered 3 more. Just because I don't want the ads in them. Although I may use an ad in this one of them. And I also have the date wrong for Thanksgiving. Go figure. But I ain't changing it because the whole calendar's done and not done, but the prompts are done. That's the page I might use. Some kind of flower delivery is happening then. Maybe he's part of the delivery crew. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but that's it. So I hope I answered those questions. I think today I'm going to paint our spread white and then do something on top of that. So I need to get some white. And here's all my whites right here. I had been looking for my favorite Halloween t-shirt the entire month of October. Guess when I found it? Yesterday. It's here. It was here all along. I know. My own worst enemy. Woo. That's a little bit too much paint. This is a crappy paint. Apple barrel. And I've had it for a couple years. But it's perfect for this. I used way too much. Kurtie gave me the idea. She said it on Instagram. To do a journal of all the different journals I've done. Now ignore the dog barking at the husband. All right, I need to put this on something and throw it away. I should have put deli paper in between. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Turn the camera off. Oh! Alrighty. I cleaned up my paint mess. I had paint everywhere. And I'm getting ready to do my drawing. Today, the spread is about baskets. and sorting out basket storage. Now, if you weren't here yesterday, this is a complete, innocent, fictional diary of somebody with a little tiny bit of wealth, quite a bit of wealth, and how she prepares in November for holiday seasons coming up and Thanksgiving and things like that. Now, I'm not going to tell you who it's based off of, but it is based off of somebody, and you can kind of figure it out as we go. But that person does do some of these actual things. Just saying. That's how far removed I am from this life, in real life. So, I want to have something drawn every time, which is the basket. And I want to use this paper that I got out of a thrift store binder that turned out to be sermon paper. I guess it's kind of like making your notes for your sermon. And it's just colored paper with lines on it. And it happens to kind of blend in with some of these backgrounds. So I did my basket. And I like how it turned out. It's nothing fancy. It's generic, but it's mine. And I'm practicing drawing this month. It's a way for me to do that. And I am trying to use up some supplies. I am finally getting over the hoarding stage of all of it. Hoard everything. Make photocopies so you still have the originals, that kind of stuff. Okay, now this book, I have the cover of it in the back at the end of the video, but this book is beautiful. I was influenced to get this book. It's by the same lady that Sabella Court, I think is her name. Anyhow, there's a picture of it at the end of the video. But beautiful, beautiful photographic. This is the other one I have. Photographic stories, photographic storytelling, which is kind of what we do here. Kind of what I do in the most beginning stage. So my paint has dried, and I'm looking through my basket of my container of letters that I cut out from magazines, which I love the fonts from different magazines and things like that. I love that look. And I'm looking for the word basket. I think at this point I ran down the hall chasing something from the dog, but I do come back. So this might be a good opportunity to read you the journaling while I'm down the hall somewhere, and I'm not going to cut this split this clip up. So I have pictures of baskets with vegetables in them, and picture of the Charleston basket weavers that are here in South Carolina, which make them out of sweetgrass, which are gorgeous in the Smithsonian, gorgeous. And I have a lady in Africa, I think at the west coast of Africa, weaving a basket. Now, this person in real life that I'm kind of basing this on does travel quite a bit in amazing places. So, this is the journaling. I like the look of what an ancient woven basket brings to any situation. Many rooms in my houses are decorated with baskets. My favorite come from foreign lands, but the baskets from the Gullah country in South Carolina are beautiful. They're beautiful masterpieces of art. I sort all my baskets in an outbuilding on my farm. They are sorted by color, size, and shape. I plan on using some this winter, so my collection needs some culling, sorting, and to find the best ones that I want to use. This is a real, a real segment in her blog. She did have her basket storage house cleaned. So why wouldn't you organize your baskets right before Thanksgiving and get the right ones out and figure which ones you want to use for your decorating? For your holiday decorating. Yes, baskets. Stored and cleaned and sorted before you start to use them. Ah, the life. Anyhow, I thought that was fun. I'm not making fun of this woman. This is practically like more envy than comedy. But I really do not think I need a storage unit for my baskets. I need a storage unit for holiday decorations, but not just for the baskets. So anyhow, and I'm kind of just putting elements together here. And I'm trying to use up all these watercolors that I have painted with just abstract notions of nothing. Just putting beautiful colors down on paper and making them even more beautiful, and using them as elements in journals somewhere, somehow, not knowing how that will happen, but loving the process for sure. And I'm kind of trying to use up all these watercolors that I did before I get out a jelly plate, which I dearly love and I've been wanting to use lately a lot. But I figure I need to put some paper into journals before I create another stack of paper somewhere, or the house is going to roll off the side of this hill that we're on. Anyhow, into the lake. And this is not rocket science or anything new in journaling of any kind. I'm just backing it with paper and adding little scraps of other paper for like sort of touches and shadows and things like that. But these are pictures that this lady took on her trip from different places where she's acquired baskets and the artisans that made them, and, you know, what she would do in her journal. I'm sure she did. I hope I don't get in trouble. It's out of complete and utter love for her life. Not that I want to be rich and snobby, but she does have a great life. Anyhow, so this is a way to use up supplies in a lot of instances. And it's a version of storytelling. I could be basing this completely on nobody, but I am basing it slightly on somebody's life, but in good fun, with good intentions, but having fun. And maybe I need to just change my story and say this is a modern day Downton Abbey, you know, and leave it at that. Stop rambling, lady. So maybe I will. So as not to offend anybody. I hope I'm not offending somebody. You have to worry about that this right now in our lives. I think everybody is really touchy with everything. Never mind. Let's not even go there. So color, paper, arranging the beautiful paper and the colors, trying to make it kind of like a visual storytelling book, kind of like Sibylla. I think that's how you say her name, Sibylla Court. They're beautiful books. They're not cheap. I can't remember where I got mine. I think I ordered mine on Amazon. But Robin McClendon was the one that influenced me into getting those. They are beautiful, beautiful. And I'm sure they're her own pictures. And I lost my A, so I had to go get another one. At the end, I find the A. Anyhow. So luckily I have a few letters. So I am trying to use up those. I'm trying to use up paper. I'm trying to improve some drawing skills. Kind of like using this month as me to try to work on drawing. And making it fun, making it pretty, and getting my creative juices going every single day. And starting off the day the way I like to. I don't know why I feel the need to apologize for doing this every day. But somehow, I guess I'm trying to convince people I'm not crazy. But when I spill paint all over my table and the floor and my pants and everything else, yeah, she might be a little crazy. Anyhow, it all dried. It all washed off. It's acrylic. Bad acrylic at that, so it washes off even easier. And I do end up filling in some of that white. I just wanted to back that whole background off in this book. And perhaps I should have put another color down now that I'm thinking of it. But it is what it is. I don't know what I was doing just there. But, oh yeah, here. This paint. I love this paint. I don't know what these things are called again. Art Graph. Taylor shapes. Kind of like mimicking Taylor chalk. So there it is before I do the journaling. And then I got the journaling put in, and I really, really love this. There's the book. Beautiful, beautiful storytelling with art. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.